Do you use Pinterest to promote your business? Well, if you do, you're going to want to watch this video because I'm going to show you today how to create branded board covers for your Pinterest business account. My name is Jen Tokenyuk. I'm your digital CEO, and today we're starting right here in my Pinterest business profile. So as you scroll down, I'm going to show you what branded board covers look like. This is a branded board cover. So is this. I create these for every single board in my Pinterest account. It gives people who are scrolling my business account a really good view of my brand, my logo, and my business, and it makes my account look really professional. So I'd like to show you what it looks like if you don't create branded board covers. So let's scroll down here to a few that I haven't added board covers to yet. I wanted to hold on to them to make this video. So this is an example of a Pinterest board that doesn't have a branded board cover. So if you're pinning in Pinterest, you know that you need to add other people's pins and your pins to strengthen your boards. That being said, I don't want to showcase other people's pins when people are scrolling my business account. So for example, these 2 pins are mine, but these 4 are not. So if you don't add a board cover, what you're going to see on your boards is the last 6 pins that you've pinned, whether they're yours or not. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how to create Pinterest board covers really quickly in Canva. So this is Canva. Canva is a free graphic design program. There's also a paid version. The paid version includes 6 million stock photos that aren't free. They're not ones that you're going to see all over Pinterest. It also includes the ability to upload your own logos, your own brand fonts, and to hold on to your own brand colors, which is just really convenient when you're creating a lot of images. So to create a board cover, you're going to click Create a Design, and you're going to click Instagram Post. Now, Pinterest board covers are square, unlike Pinterest pins, which are really tall and skinny. Pinterest typical pin would be maybe 1,500 pixels tall by 1,000 pixels wide, whereas your board covers need to be square. So go ahead and use the Instagram template. Now, if you do have the paid version, you can go into your folders here and you can pull your logos and drop them right in. If not, you can upload them as a photo, and you would do that here in uploads, and you can do that by clicking upload an image or video and then uploading your logo to drop in there. Okay, next thing you want to do is you want to use your brand fonts to create a large heading. So the one that I'm going to do today is going to be for Pinterest tips for bloggers. So I'm going to type Pinterest, okay? I do like to have everything all in caps. And then I use a font called Babus New. And you can see that my brand fonts are already pre-populated here for me, which makes life really easy. With Babus New, I usually go about 88. And let's move this up, okay? Now, if you click on it like this, you can hit Control C, Control V, and make a copy, which is really easy. So we're going to say Pinterest tips. Scoot this guy up. And we're going to make another copy. Control V. And this will say bloggers. And this word, I'm just going to copy again, but I'm going to change the font. So here, I'm going to take this off all caps, and I'm going to type the word for. Okay. Now with this, I'm going to change it over to playlist script, which is the font that I also use in my digital CEO logo. So I like, again, to have everything branded. I'm going to change this to my brand color, which again is very convenient that it's just saved here. I don't have to look up my hex code every time I want to go, oh, what was that pink again that I use in my brand? It's already saved here with the Pro version. And let's see, let's get this guy centered real quick like. The reason that I don't put any of my keywords in script fonts is because it's really hard for Pinterest to read them. Pinterest reads not only the words on your pins and board covers, it also does read your photos that you use. It looks at them and it learns a lot about the photo you use as to what your pin or board cover is about. So we want to make it really, really easy for Pinterest to be able to read our pins, read our board covers, and know exactly the intent so that it shows our stuff to the right people. The right people are the ones that aren't just going to say, "Oh, that's cute." The right people are the ones that are actually searching for our website and will click through and maybe purchase something. So we want to make it really easy on Pinterest. Only use script fonts for words that aren't keywords. Okay, so we've got this, we like this, and then I like to add something around the outside. Now, for me, I'm a Pinterest blogger. I blog about online business, network marketing, affiliate marketing, how to make money online on the computer. So I use a lot of images that have to do with computers. So let's say, okay, I'm going to type in white laptop desk. Okay, I'm also going to set this filter to pro images because I don't want to use the free ones. The free ones are everywhere and they can actually hurt your visibility overall. Pinterest loves unique images. It favors them. It wants to show people brand new stuff. It doesn't want to show people the same old stuff. So when you use free images from Canva, bajillions of people are using these that don't want to pay the 10 bucks a month or whatever it is for Canva Pro, or who don't want to buy stock photos. So I set this to Pro. As of last week, Canva just threw in all of their premium images that used to be $1 an image into their Pro. So you can click this, but it's all Pro now. So we've got 6 million images that we can use with our Pro subscription. I don't have to buy stock photos anymore, which is really awesome. Okay, so what I want is something that's really open for this. And I want it to have a computer. So let's say I drop this guy in here. Okay. And you can flip this. Let's say you want it this way over here. You can flip it that way. You can flip it vertically if you'd prefer. And then I want my things to be as bright as possible. A lot of times you can use bright colors and then a white font, but I find that white just stands out really well and I want to make it whiter. So I clicked adjust and I slid the brightness up. Okay. Now let's say that you want this image you want to rotate it. If you want to do that, go ahead and delete it. So just click on it and hit delete. All right. And then let's bring it in, but not drop it full width. Let's just drop it on there. Okay. So now what we can do is we can drag the edges and it's going to give us this rotate guy, which I like a lot. So I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. I'm going to just kind of shrink that up because I want it to be more square, and then drag. And this looks good. I like it. Okay, now we're going to adjust this again, adjust the brightness so it's white. And then I'm going to scoot this guy up because I don't want it covering my words at all. No, maybe. And you can play with this. I play with this stuff all the time, just to get it exactly the way you want it. But with this, what I might do is actually move all my words down. And you can multi-select things by clicking on one of them and then holding down the shift key and clicking on another one, and it'll select them all together. And you can move everything as a group. Also, you can group things and then everything will move around together and you don't have to keep selecting them all together. For this, I'm going to ungroup it and I'm just going to scoot everything down a little bit. And then this way I can use my cool image without having to yeah, You'll learn how to play with this. Okay. All right. Let's save this sucker and get on with it. All right. You guys don't want to be on here with me all day. All right. So, okay, we have an awesome new board cover. Hooray! All right, now what I would recommend before you do anything else is I want you to copy this page because now you have a template that you can use for all the rest of your board covers for all the rest of time, okay? So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to hit download. Okay, you want to keep the size the same. You don't want to make it too small. You can select just the first page, which I recommend, and then you're going to hit download. Okay, now you can select where it's going to go. I'm just going to throw it on my desktop, and this is going to be Pinterest tips for bloggers. Oh, I cannot type. Okay. And so by saving that and using this as a template, you'll see that I'll take you into my personal guy here real quick. If I go into all my designs, it saves everything, which is really, really cool. So I have a ton of board covers saved in here. I also use this for images for my Facebook group, and I save everything because I don't like having to reinvent the wheel. But as I scroll down here, you'll see, once it catches up with me, that I have all of my board covers down here, like lots and lots and lots of board covers. Okay. So that way when I go, I can just whip out a few really fast. I can just drop in new photos from the photo thing here. I can see all my recently used photos, so I'm not using the same ones over and over and over again, which is really good. Okay, so we have our new board cover. Now let's go over to Pinterest, and what we want to do is go to Pinterest Tips for Bloggers. Now, here's a quick tip. Open this board in a new tab. So what we want to do is we want to use the Pinterest board description that we set up in a previous video for this board cover pin, okay? Because to get a board cover, you actually have to pin the square image. So it will need a description, it will need a title, it'll need a link of somewhere to go. And we want that to go to this board. We don't want it to go to our blog. We want that board cover image to pin and link directly to the board. So go ahead and copy the link, and then we're going to go back to the other tab, and we're going to click this little pencil icon to edit it. Oh wait, no, we're not. I lied. Okay, click on it. All right, we're going to add a pin. So create pin. And we're going to grab that square image for the board cover that we just created, which was called Pinterest Tips for Bloggers. Perfect. Okay, now we just copied the destination link, which is to this board. That's the link that we want, to this direct board, okay? And now go ahead and we want to pull this description that we wrote for the actual pin itself, okay? So we're gonna copy that and we're gonna use this as the description of the pin, okay? And then same thing, we wanna use exactly the title for the title of the pin. So go back here and paste it. Hooray. Okay, and we're all good. Pinterest Tips for Bloggers. Now with this, I would typically add some hashtags because this is a pin and it's not a board description. So let's see what I want to do with this. Let me just add a couple of hashtags because hashtags have been working really well lately to get your pins seen. So we want maybe Pinterest tips. Pinterest tips for bloggers, and let's see, Pinterest SEO. Okay, let's do that. All right, go ahead and hit publish, and we're all set. We don't need to promote this pin or anything like that. So now we're going to go back to editing our board, and now we can click change. Let's see if it actually populates. Sometimes you have to get out of there first. Let me cancel. Click out. Let's go back over here and then hit the pencil icon. Okay, now hit change. And you do have to scroll through these to find your board cover. And sometimes it doesn't show up right away, which is kind of irritating, especially if you have a lot of stuff on here. There it is. It was the very first one. All right, so now we have it selected. So just scroll through and then hit Save Changes. Okay. Ta-da! Okay, now if we get out of here and we go back to my profile and we scroll down, you should see, whoops, hit boards. And if we scroll all the way down to Pinterest Tips for Bloggers, there it is. Pinterest Tips for Bloggers now has a board cover. Okay. And if we did decide sometimes you have to refresh. It takes it a minute. Because this will show up as a pin on this board. I don't know why it keeps putting my email address in there. If you want to email me, you know how now. Aha, there it is. Okay, so when we click on this, it looks like a pin, but it's square. And if you click on this pin, it's going to take you back to that board, which is exactly where we want people to go when they see it. So just remember hashtags on these, and you also want to make sure that they are square. Use the same exact title and description that you used for your board, and it's going to give your account a very professional look. So hope you loved this video. If you did, like and subscribe. Make sure to click through. I gave you a link down in the comments for Canva. And also there is a link to a whole post that I wrote about how to set up a new board. So if you are unclear on how to set up your business boards and how to write these really good descriptions, titles, how to get a lot more visibility for your account, make sure to click through to the blog post that's down in the comments. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.